What's up, everybody? It's your main man, Bennett, back here and again, and welcome back to the Not Your Mama's Fantasy Football League Volume 4. Thanks for joining me today, and today I'm bringing you the post-draft power rankings. That's right, the post-draft. We did the draft. Some of us are happy with our selections. Some of us maybe not so much. But the rankings have changed. They have changed since just yesterday to now. And today's Thursday. The football season begins today, baby. Thursday night football. Can you believe it? We finally made it. But, enough of the blah, blah, blah. Let's run that elegant, beautiful, touching intro, shall we? Okay, so we are back, of course, with another installment of these rankings. Just got out of the shower, went on a nice long run today. Let's just get into it. We got 12 teams. I got to talk a little bit about them, run through some of these teams. But we're going to start with number 12. This is in descension from the worst up to the best, rising, falling, however that works. So we're going to start with the 12th place team in these rankings at the bottom, and that team is the Chateau St. Bargles Winery. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, what? Commissioner Ben back there and again. Why are you putting yourself at the bottom? You're probably not bottom quality. Well, I'm the commissioner. I want to earn it. I want to earn my stripes this year. And to be honest with my whole draft strategy, I kind of panicked. I did many mock drafts, several. And even picking from the 9th spot, and it meant nothing. It meant absolutely nothing. It was a big waste of time. I got Jonathan Taylor with my first pick, followed up with Tyreek Hill. I'm not unhappy with those selections. Everything after that is kind of a blur. And I haven't been drinking, so I don't really have a good excuse. 12th place, it's me. We move on. The 11th place team is Team Robs. That's right. Evan's team I'm putting at the 11th place spot. I honestly kind of like Evan's team, but I know, just so people are aware, last year Evan auto-drafted a chunk of his roster. He ended up making the playoffs anyway. This year he ended up auto-drafting a chunk of his roster. So, what can we do about that? His roster's filled out with people like Saquon Barkley, Calvin Ridley, Javonte Williams, Allen Robinson, Amari Cooper, and Jonnu Smith. So that doesn't sound to me like any mistakes were made. Those are all, high-level guys. He's even got Austin Hooper and Kareem Hunt on the bench. I think his squad will ride or die on Joey Burrows. So that's 11th place. We move on to the 10th place team. The 10th place team in these rankings is Tanner's team. At the time of recording this, I believe he recently made a name change. I don't have that note in front of me, so we're just going to let this keep rolling. The team, Tanner's team. Tanner, you're in 10th place. Putting you in 10th place. Here are my notes on Tanner's team. Tanner, baby. You drafted Zeke with the 5th round pick. I would have done the same. That's what I said. Also followed that up with got Joe Mixon, Scary, Terry McLaurin, Chase Claypool, DeAndre Swift, and he's putting his ultimate faith in Jalen Hurts, which some people might judge one way or the other. I personally think Jalen Hurts is going to do fine. I didn't have a whole ton of energy on Kyler Murray when he was first coming out, but I actually drafted Kyler Murray when he first came out, and it did very well for me. I have a similar feeling to Jalen Hurts. I was going to draft Jalen Hurts, not even going to lie. I was going to do it, and then Tanner got him just a little bit before me. So here's another note I have. Big Man T. 10th place near the bottom, room to grow. There you go. Okay, now we go to the 9th place team. 9th place team in these rankings is O-Side Veda Go. Darren has moved a little bit up these rankings. We haven't even had a single match yet. But this is Darren's first draft, and I think he did great. I really do. If you look at his, who he selected, he grabbed Aaron Jones with the 6th pick, went on to get Lamar Jackson, Tyler Lockett, Julio Jones, Zach Ertz, and we all know this. I'm going to say something that Darren doesn't know. He's going to learn right now. But I think the rest of us know this. He who drafts Giovanni Bernard will find success. We know this. We know this to be true. So Darren did that. He drafted Gio Bernard, big old caterpillar mustache. Looks like Steve Harvey. So yeah, 9th place, O-side, way to go. We move on to the 8th place team in these rankings currently, and that is Kicking It with Younghoe. I really like Samuel's team. Samuel, I think you did great. You didn't hesitate to draft Devontae Adams, which I love and respect. You got him in with the 11th pick, and I think that's good. You got Austin Eckler, and I think that, Eckler's got a bad rap right now because of the hamstring or the hip or whatever his deal is, but I think Eckler's going to be a dynamo this year. You got Miles Sanders, Robert Woods, Tom Brady, Mike Gesicki, and of course, your namesake, the kicker, Younghoe Koo. I have a hair on my face? Anyway, Younghoe Koo, you got him. 8th place goes to you. You also got Cole Beasley and Antonio Brown, which I think could be really smart stashes. Those are kind of like fringe players, but they're on really good offenses. So if anyone goes down, those guys are going to move right up. I think Samuel's going to win a lot this year. Definitely more than last year. So be on the lookout for him. Next, 7th place team in these here rankings. Yeah. The Fancy Lads. The Fancy Lads starring Whitney. Whitney, let's see. Travis Kelce, 8th overall pick. So screw you for that. That totally destroyed me. It annihilated me. It ruined everything. Travis Kelce was a very big part of my draft strategy with the 9th pick. He had the 8th pick. I had the 9th pick. So he picked him with the 8th pick. I had the 9th pick. So then the 9th pick comes. I get Jonathan Taylor with the 9th pick. I would have rather had the Travis Kelce with the 9th pick. Anyway, he also went on to get DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler Murray from a guy who has done that stack in the past. It's kind of fun. It's a fun stack to have. It really is. I enjoyed having it. It did not do as well as I thought it would. With the addition of A.J. Green to the Cardinals, I don't know. We'll see. It's a good, hey, no risk it, no biscuit. Fancy Lads also has Myles Gaskin, Ronald Jones II, CeeDee Lamb, T.J. Hawkinson, just to name a few. And although I'm putting Whitney right now at 7, I feel Whitney's always, he's a contender. He's capable. He was in the playoffs just this past year. So there you go. Next, we have the 6th place team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is Bongtown Herbologists. Andrew, the recently married Desmarais. Here are my notes for Andrew. Andrew is back, baby. After getting Dalvin Cook with the 4th pick, went on to get Gus Edwards. I think Gus Edwards is one of those guys that doesn't have a sexy name, but I think that by the end of the year, he who has Gus Edwards, it's going to be meaningful. Dak Prescott, the DK Metcalf, the Kanan Allen, the Logan Thomas, and he drafted Trevor Lawrence too, just for the hell of it. Yeah, Andrew's team has all the tools necessary. I feel like these guys just got to perform to their level. The downside that I see is Baltimore is very feast or famine. So is the Cowboys, so is the Seahawks, so is the Chargers. These are teams that some weeks they put up 5 points. Some weeks they put up 8 points. So we'll see. I like him, though. And the Dalvin Cook, if Cook performs, he's the best in the biz. Next, we move on to the 5th place team. Check my time here. We were up to 9 minutes and some seconds. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. We got the 5th place team, and that is going to go to Grand Salami time. Katie, welcome to the league. I really enjoy your team. She got Nick Chubb with the 10th pick, Antonio Gibson, Mike Evans, Aaron Rodgers, George Kittle, Brandon Cooks, Marquise Brown, Gronk, and Baker Mayfield on the bench. That's quality. It's good stuff. I think the jury's still out, personally, on an Antonio Gibson. But everything else is a bona fide. They get points. You know, even having Gronk, I think, is a nice little safety blanket there. Gronk outside of George Kittle. Maybe throw Gronk in at the flex. You know, tight ends can be flex in this league. So there's that. We're going to move on to the fourth place team. We're getting to the creamy top of the crop. And we have fourth place team is Master Cook. You know, put in that guitar music. So Alan picked Alvin Kamara. Alan picked Alvin with the second pick. He went on to get, who did he get? He got Josh Allen, great selection there. A.J. Brown, Deontay Johnson, DJ Moore, Hunter Henry, and Kenyon Drake. I don't like the Kenyon Drake as a RB2. I'm just going to come right out and say it. But outside of leaning on that, I just put a lot of stock in Alvin Kamara and Josh Allen. That twosome alone, I think, is going to be worth some other people's foursomes, if you get my drift. So good for you, Allen. I think you got a great squad. We move on to the third place team. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that is Under the Steps Boogeyman. Ben, welcome to the league, of course. And, you know, he is under my steps. He had the 12th pick. He had the last pick. And some people think, oh, the first pick's the best, the 12th pick's the worst. Honestly, I've picked really late. And personally, I've had success with it. In fact, the later I pick, the better I do. So maybe Ben will follow suit with that. Let me tell you, though, he grabbed Stephon Diggs, followed up with Najee Harris. I think that's a win-win. Najee Harris, I think, is the real deal. He's going to really do great in that Pittsburgh offense. So he's got a breakout star candidate in Harris. He's got a bona fide star in Stephon Diggs. And then he's got David Montgomery, Deebo Samuel, Mark Andrews, and Kyle Pitts. I think Kyle Pitts is going to do well. I really have faith in that rookie more than any other rookie offensive player going into this year. That's a skills position. Bucks have an amazing defense, so he grabbed them. And he picked up Russell Wilson, Matt Stafford, Mac Jones, and Trey Lance. So if you wanted any of those quarterbacks, too bad. He got them. So this is the third best team for me. Especially just that depth at quarterback, as much as that sounds a little strange. Maybe he'll have some weird decisions to make, but Russell, Stafford, and then those rookies. Yeah, I dig it. So good for you. Move on to the second place team. Second place team is the runner-up of last year. That's right. The second place team in this year's ranking is Limp Biscuits. Michael had the number 1 overall pick, and if you've looked at these teams, you probably already know of all the 12 teams, I feel like Michael's team, we all did a little double take. Do a little double take, maybe even a triple take. Let me remind you, he ended up drafting Christian McCaffrey. That's a slam dunk. He also got Josh Jacobs, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Jefferson, Chris Godwin, Robert Tonyan, Justin Tucker as his kicker, Washington's defense. He drafted Rashad Penny for fun, and he got Raheem Mostert, probably because I've been telling him for like eight months that Raheem Mostert, I think, is going to be a breakout star this year. If he's given an opportunity for the Niners, we'll see. Michael seems incredible. Top and down, it's still top heavy. The bench doesn't really blow me away, but who cares about a bench? You know, you got so much talent and point potential in your. I just spit. Point potential. We have this running little gag between the two of us that the second place in these rankings is the lowest he'll ever be, so that everyone else is very clear. Michael is cockier than shit. He's cocky. This guy's cocky like a rooster crowing in the early morning, waking your ass up out of bed like he knows you and has some sort of role and responsibility to dictate your life and schedule. That's Michael. It's Michael Cook, and you're playing him in fantasy this year, and I'd be scared. I'd be a little scared. I haven't really deep dived into like the schedule, but whoever's playing against the Limp Biscuits, just do one of these, you know. Do the Sammy Sosa. You know. All right, that's enough of that. Let's move on to the top ranked team, number 1 place team. It's a champion from last year. It's Team Diaper Funds. Corey's number 1. Corey's number 1 until he's not. Okay? Let's get that Correct. He drafted 3rd overall. He got Derrick Henry. Got Darren Waller. Justin Herbert. Which, oh, that broke my heart when you... Oh, my God. When you got Justin Herbert, that just crushed me. You know, it's just a couple picks away, and I would have loved to get me some Herbie fully loaded. But you got Justin Herbert, Adam Thielen, hooked on a Thielen, and Cooper Kupp, who I think Kupp has to have the best year of his career this year. I really do. He's, you know, Cooper Kupp is just so underrated, and I think he's like a white Tyler Lockett. I really do. I think he's got that kind of upside. Defending champ stays the top of these rankings until his win-loss dictates otherwise. There you have it. Thanks for tuning in this week. New rankings every week. You know the drill, Main Man Bennett on YouTube. You know, appreciate it. You know, hit the like button. Shoot a comment down there. That's all. That's all I got. Enjoy your day. Enjoy our football season. Week 1, it's here. And, you know, go Hawks!